Hello. I want to talk to you about our program, Releasing the Shadow, Embracing the Light. And specifically, I want to talk about dispelling the shadow. How do we dispel the shadow from our society? Well, the word dispel is actually very interesting. It's the core of it, spell. We all know how to spell things. We send our kids to school to teach them how to spell. Well, back in the early days when only a few people knew how to read and write, the idea of writing something down was considered magical. It was considered um, you were putting magic on someone. You were casting a spell, and so casting a spell came to mean you wrote something down. And so when you look at the word spell, I've written a lot of things down. Um, but when you start looking at it from that other point of view, it's like our entire society is under a spell. It's like our entire society is under a trance. It's like we've been hypnotized by all of the things going on around us, including our greed, including television, including the internet, including all of the things that keep us from being fully awake and fully aware. So, living under the spell of the shadow means that when we dispel, when we dispel the shadow, um, we eliminate that from our lives. What we can do, a lot of us live in the shadow because we believe that we benefit from it. We believe that having 500 channels of television, all of them spewing nothing at us almost constantly, that we think that's a good idea. And what we need to do is start thinking about this very differently. What would it be like to live in the light? What would it be, what will it be like to live in a society that doesn't have any shadows? What will it be like for us to look at how our world can elevate itself, how we can expand our world when we're not operating from the fear of violence, so we don't have to have the largest military that's ever existed in human history. We don't have to live in the fear of the others, who don't have to put up walls or barriers to any other part of our human family. That we can reprioritize the wealth that is floating all around us so that we can do things that right now seem like a dream. All of that and more is possible when we dispel, when we get rid of the trance of the shadow, and we bring in the energy of the light of our being.